So I'm working on a 2013 GL 350 Blue Tech diesel. This is about replacing the rear airbags. So what I found with my car was that the left rear side was losing air. It would drop down, not all the time. It was very confusing. I'd find it sitting low on the left side one day, and then the next day it was fine. I think the temperature had something to do with it. But then I'd also inflate the car up. I'd raise it up and it wouldn't drop at all. So my first suspect from watching different troubleshooting videos was that the solenoid valve underneath the right wheel well associated by the compressor might have been bad. I replaced them twice. I got a cheap one. It didn't really work at all. I went and got the OEM part, and I still had the same problem. I took that out, went back to the original one. Problem still existed. So then I finally took off the left rear wheel and squirted soapy water on the airbag, and lo and behold, there it is. It's leaking. Here's the solenoid valve I was talking about that did not fix the problem. Here's the suspect airbag. It leaked from around here, and also there was a leak down here like a pinhole. So it was leaking air. I don't know why it didn't leak all the time. It should have been leaking all the time. So from there I went to the new airbag. I researched a lot of different airbags. There's quite a few with different price tags on it. I ended up going with Bilstein, which is a German company. It's an OEM product. And the reason I did that was because I found that my research, I found people making comments about they went with the cheaper airbags, and when they hooked their trailer up to the car, the airbags popped. These airbags are rated at 113.5 bar, which is approximately 195 PSI. So I only had a problem on the left side, but got it up in the air. I got two airbags, so I'm gonna replace both of them. They have this rubber cap on top, and the trick I've used for a lot of things is by putting a little super glue on there. It's gonna hold this in place as I put it back into the car. The airbag has got a key on the bottom. This fits into the keyway and the lower arm on the car. This orientates it, so now when you hook your airline up, it's in the right position. So here we are on the right wheel well. I'll show you that key, right? You can see the key down here, the keyway. Now that's where the bottom, that key goes in, it orientates it. And then something I didn't realize is that this white piece up here, right? This piece is damaged. You cannot reuse this. When you pull it off, you have to destroy it. So make sure you get a new little white clip when you order your airbag. The instructions that come with it mention this thing: replace the old retaining clip, right? So I didn't know that because none of the videos I watched mention this retaining clip. Better to get a new part in there so everything goes back together correctly. Back at the car, the airbag comes right out of here. I didn't have to take anything else off. The level sensor stays in place. I have the car up on jack stands, so I can push this down if I have to, but the airbag will fit right back into there. You're gonna have to compress it, but it will go right back in, fit it into the keyway, and then up into the upper part. And you see, this is where the screw, it's a screw head that you'll put that white clip on. I did replace the fittings. These are new fittings. Very simply, you push the fitting up, the compression ring stays there. You take the compression ring off, put on the new fitting, compression ring, and just a bit of the hose sticking out. Just end with saying there's a lot of good videos on this subject out there that are more detailed as far as, you know, you have to pull circuit breakers and deflate the airbag. So take that into consideration, make sure you're safe. My whole thing here was that white retaining clip was not mentioned in anything I looked at, so that's why I'm doing this video. Thanks. I hope this helps out anybody who is struggling with this. It's really an easy job. It takes longer to jack the car up and put it on jack stands and take the tires off than it does to remove the airbag. Thank you.